Welcome back to the KrisCross Corner podcast. I'm your host, Kris Canty, and shout out to the members of the Great Debaterz. I can't speak today.
The murder?
Shut up. Oh, shout out to the Great Debaters. We got Marcel Smith in here, and we got who are you? What's Basil? I couldn't tell because you had a haircut looking like a serial killer with some pizza, but it's okay. How's it going, Basil? How's it going, Marcel? It's going okay.
I'm sorry. What were you trying to attempt with this haircut, Basil?
We tried to tell him to get a fade, but he just doesn't listen to our fashion advice. Now he looks like Uncle Ed.
Look, I go to where I know I can get a haircut. If I go to a place where I know I can get a fade, they're going to look at me and be like, get out of here, white boy.
No, they're going to give you a fade. What you talking about? They're going to give you a fade. They're going to be like, they're going to hook you up. They're going to look good.
Out here looking like Mo. Out here looking like Mo from Three Stooges.
Not Mo. Well, at least. I mean, you can't get him curly no more. But
no, I would be curly. What are you talking about?
No, you wouldn't. You ain't got no hair.
Neither did Curly.
You know what? Anyway,
You're thinking of Larry.
No,
okay,
Larry. Larry had the whole where he's like bald in the center, but he's got like that whole like. And then Mo had the bowl cut.
What's throwing me off is this part right here. It's just right there. I can't get over it. I'm sorry.
It's like put your head down. Put your head down, baby. Let me see.
It's right
there.
This
is the reason. This is the reason why I couldn't do a fade.
It's not. It's not fading. You're not fading the front of your head. You're fading the sides.
Yeah, it's not that hard.
It's a fade to the side.
I mean, with your curly hair, Basil, you could pull it off.
He could definitely pull it off. With the beard, oh man, you'll be out here.
Nah, we had his beard privileges revoked, remember?
You're right. We did. But it's okay.
Look, I wanted to get ready for Jeep weather anyway.
No, who cares about Jeep weather? You can't have Jeep weather looking like a serial killer.
I don't know. Down in Alabama, northern Alabama, you fit the T.
True, you will. And shout out to our members in Alabama. Shout out to the KrisCross Corner podcast Facebook group on Facebook. Shout out to the members of that Facebook group. Join the group to engage in the community every week with free daily and weekly content. That's the wrong.
Just for the love of God, quit the online gambling.
No, online gambling is amazing.
Philly is right now.
In Alabama, Alabama's losing college athletes left and right because they can't seem to understand that they're not allowed to gamble, not just because of the NCAA, but because they're state.
Yeah. Well,
Alabama doesn't allow gambling. We all knew that.
Yeah.
Especially sports gambling.
Good old Christian boys. Fuck you, Alabama.
No such thing.
Anyway,
everybody's got something to hide.
Right.
I don't care how holy and sanctified you are.
And we got every top 10 list will be posted on the KrisCross Corner podcast Facebook group every day. So you guys can argue, agree, join the conversation. Join now and be heard. Subscribe on the YouTube channel. We will be posting this video on YouTube. So if you're watching this on YouTube, go down there, click subscribe, spread the word. We need 1,000 subscribers to be monetized. Subscribe. Click that notification bell to be notified of our latest videos and listen to the podcast for free. Yes, I said for free every Wednesday on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts. We're going to be on there.
Chris, right? I didn't catch that. How much?
It's for free. You can listen for free on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Nope. If you want to subscribe to the podcast and pay $1.99 or $2.99, I forgot how much it was, go to anchor.com/KrisCrossCorner/support. Your donation, your monthly subscription pays for the StreamYard link that we're using right now to go live on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. and everything else. YouTube as well. So please, if you're giving your money, you're helping us get better podcast material, better podcast gear, better podcast cameras. Well, we might be getting a studio soon. We got a lot of subscribers. So
Splash.
spoiler alert, this fall we're coming with the studio.
When are we gonna do our next food tour?
Man, we're working on it, Basil. We're working on it. And thank you for talking about that, because for the first thing we're going to talk about it.
You're
what
just
you
hungry, Basil. Damn.
I'm hungry too, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Man, all day I've been thinking about tamales.
Tamales might be a good thing. But what you do in Detroit is the segment of the show where we talk about the news and hot topics from our Metro Detroit and for the week that just passed. If you have a story to talk about on the show, please send it to us via Facebook group or on Instagram at KrisCross Corner. Now, since Basil talked about food, we're going to get into this. Me and Marcel were talking about this before the show, and he had some mixed feelings about it. How do you feel about this, Basil?
Okay.
How do you feel about the new Dorito flavors? So first we have Doritos barbecue. We have tangy ketchup and hot mustard.
What kind of barbecue did you say? It says sweet and tangy, so it's gonna be like a Kansas
sweet.
City type of?
It's like a sweet barbecue.
So
I would be down for that.
So I bought a bag
like
2 days ago.
Bag.
I bought a bag 2 days ago for the job. Put it in the middle of watch people eat it. I had mixed reviews going in, so I thought I was like, okay, maybe it's gonna be like a Dorito, like it's gonna taste like nacho cheese with like barbecue, but it's like a straight up barbecue tortilla chip.
Which I could see with it being a sweet barbecue, I could see that going well because they use a sweet corn tortilla.
Yes, it was
That's why I
actually
feel
surprisingly
like
good.
of the three, that would be the best one.
It's also of the three, it's the most basic.
It's not
The
No.
other two. The other
No,
two.
the ketchup is the most basic.
ketchup.
And barbecue sanders, you know how basic barbecue chips are in the chip community?
Oh no, I'm talking about just flavor wise. Ketchup's the most basic.
No, I think barbecue is most basic.
Barbecue. Those two, ketchup got a fan base up in Canada. They good. Not really that tomatoey, but the mustard one, not everybody likes mustard.
See, I like mustard. I swear from mustard, but I still like it.
Unless this is a take on salt and vinegar.
It might be, but
That's
it's
the
hot
thing I'm
mustard
kinda
though.
wondering.
But it's hot mustard though.
So it might be like a chili mustard
or something like that.
Yeah, like more like a strong sweet chili with like a vinegar taste.
Kind of like what they do down in South Carolina for their barbecue.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Yeah, we got the
Now,
hate
when you bring up Canada chips, Marcel, personally, I'm a bigger fan of all dressed.
Oh, all dressed is disgusting.
No, it's
more
it's
into
good.
of the y'all had Zapp's chips. I cannot have enough of that voodoo
You say
seasoning.
Zapp's?
Yeah.
Yeah, Zapp's chips.
New Orleans, man.
Yeah.
And they got the pretzels too. Those are good.
Mm-hmm.
I need to try those.
They're pretty good. They're at your local Walmart.
Your local gas station.
Your local what's that sandwich place? Potbelly.
Man, we lost our last Potbelly.
What happened? What they turned it into? A Taco Bell?
No.
Quiznos.
Oh, Quiznos.
Oh man, I
maybe
would
it's
love
Tubby's.
for it. We haven't had a Quiznos. Actually, what's been gone longer, Del Taco or Quiznos?
Y'all don't got a Del Taco no more?
No, we had one Del Taco on Secor Road, over by like where the Krispy Kreme and everything, all that was. It turned into
y'all ain't got a Krispy Kreme no more either. What's going on?
No.
Man, what in the outsourcing is going on here?
No. Luckily, Del Taco left, but we got Krispy Kreme like four years later. Like we got it back. I'm like, oh, thank God.
But it left though. It was like, we don't want to be here no more.
No,
but it's back though. But it's back though, right?
It's back. And not only that, before it was just like in a strip mall, like just in a little location.
Krispy Kreme in a strip mall?
Own standalone spot with a
How does that
drive-thru and
work?
everything.
How does that work?
Bro, we ain't talking about no damn Mrs. Fields. This is Krispy Kreme.
It needs to have a drive-through by default.
No, that was just it. This one didn't have a drive-through. You would just
That's why
you
it
would see
closed.
Ain't nobody finna go into a mall just to get Krispy Kreme.
No. It wasn't in a mall. It was, a strip. You know,
mall.
like when you go to just like a plaza.
Like you drive up and park.
Yeah,
and
like there's a
walk
Party
into
City, Planet Fitness, and Rainbow on the corner.
Yeah, something like that. And it would have the sign off the side of that, like the hot and ready sign, or the.
But no one's gonna get out their car to walk. I mean, they could.
Well, that's what we used to have to do, but now we got one with a drive-through. And man,
that's the way it's supposed to be, though.
That thing for 4 months, that looked like a Chick-fil-A with how far back the traffic was going up.
Yeah, because that's the way it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a drive-through. It's supposed to be when that hot sign comes on. As soon as that hot sign comes on, you're gonna have like 8 accidents because people are gonna go from the left lane all the way over, not even looking in their blind spots to see where the cars are coming. That's how strong. That's how tight that sign is.
That side of the road was backed up 2 blocks just for kids.
Can we get back to the chips, please?
No, we're talking about Krispy Kreme.
Yeah. No, what was it? The Del Taco turned into Tony Paco's first drive-through location.
What's Tony Paco's?
Is that like a Mexican joint?
Tony Paco?
Yeah.
No, it's Hungarian.
So soup and crackers.
Man, are you kidding me? If you don't know about if you know about Toledo, but you don't know about Tony Paco,
bruh,
y'all missing out.
Listen, Bezo, we're not exactly a Hungarian food kind of spot, okay?
Okay.
You usually got to go to Frankenmuth for that ish.
But that's German. Okay.
That is German. No, it's not the same difference. It's 2 different countries.
Yeah. Shoot, they're 2 different cultures.
Like I said,
y'all
got to
like
go far out.
Right? Y'all like dogs, right?
Dog?
Dogs.
As like hot dog?
Like dogs or hot dogs?
Like a sausage dog.
I'm about to say,
no one calls them dogs, Basil. Who calls them dogs?
I'm about to say, man, health code violation.
Well, you can't say hot dog because it's not a hot dog. It's a Hungarian sausage.
So just call it a Hungarian sausage.
With a side of goulash.
We're making food hard, Basil. It's not that hard.
How do you spell this place?
You said you guys like dogs, right?
Tony
Paco?
You
like dogs. They're nice.
Tony what?
Tony. Like Ayo Tony.
All right.
And then Paco. Pac. Oh.
Is it Italian?
No, it's Hungarian.
They just served you a half a hot dog?
No, we don't do hot dogs. We do.
I'm sorry, dog. What the
sausage
heck
dogs?
is a chicken paprika?
Oh, yeah. So there's like a bunch of Hungarian side dishes too, and all that.
That doesn't sound appealing. Hungarian food does not sound appealing.
No, it is good.
This stuff is heavy. Like night go to sleep heavy.
Like give you the itis heavy?
Yes. They got pierogies too. Oh, I'm gonna fuck these up.
That's what I'm telling you. You get the pierogies with the paprika ranch and everything like that.
You have ranch with pierogies?
Pierogies and ranch? What is wrong with you?
Well, it's not really a ranch. It's I don't know how to describe the.
See, Basil making food
dip.
hard.
I don't know how to describe the dip.
Yeah, ranch with. I mean, if you think of it from a French fry standpoint, yes, but this is a full dumpling.
But it's good. I'm telling you, it's really good.
They really love their paprika, that's for sure.
That's for sure.
Well, our biggest thing with Tony Paco's is the chili. Some people go crazy for the pickles. I don't.
What's in the chili though?
What's in the chili?
Yeah, what's the chili? What's in the chili?
There's love in it, Chris.
No, wow, Basil. What's in it? What's in it?
A bunch of like Hungarian spices.
What's the base? Is it like meat? Is it like beans? Is it like
good and damn well they put in leftover? You know good and damn well they put in like leftover dog meat in that
meatloaf.
chili.
No, it's like think of like oh man, what's the best way to explain it? It's not like sloppy Joe. It's
Then I'm out. I'm out.
I don't know how to explain the chili.
Is it
The
soup
chili-
like?
What's in it? What is it? Meat? Is it?
It's
cat?
there's meat, there's meat, there's beans, there's onions, there's spices like paprika and
Okay, so it's like a.
Oh,
like
they
a
serve
hearty
this by
chili.
the. Oh, they serving this by the can, Dolo.
yeah, you can even go to the store and you could get it in the can.
That's doing too much. I don't eat canned foods like that anymore.
No, that's like if you don't want to go to Toledo, go to your
Ground
Kroger or
beef,
Meijer and you
beans,
can get
oh.
Tony Paco, and you can make your own chili dogs with Paco chili.
But I don't eat canned food anymore, so I'm good.
That's cap, and you know it.
It's not cap. I don't eat canned food anymore. I don't have any canned food in my house.
It's better to get it fresh anyway in Toledo anyway.
Looks like this
Is it-
calls for a food tour.
It is going to be a food tour. We're going to do another Toledo tour without Basil.
No, what are you talking about? You never even did.
Yes,
the first
because we need an authentic outsider coming in, not a Toledo person saying, "Ooh, this is good." We want to talk shit.
Okay, think of me as your guide. I'm your Sherpa.
You're a guy. Toledo's only 2 streets. What are you talking about? This is 2 streets in the freeway. What do you mean?
Man, we have a whole.
I'm not
like,
sure. I'm not sure
we have a-
Michiganders
we
and
have, like, a whole
Ohioans
forbidden
know how
east side.
small
Are you kidding me?
Toledo is.
Like, there's
is
Toledo and
small.
there's East
It's
Toledo is
small.
like half of Detroit.
It's
Not even half. It's like
a
a quarter of
sliver.
Detroit.
It is. I will admit to this. It is smaller than Detroit, but damn, there's times it feels like it is bigger.
How?
It's just hard to explain.
Not by square miles.
No, that's what I'm saying. Square miles wise, you look at it, be like, yeah, that's small. But then as you're going through all the various parts, you'd be like, are we still in Toledo? I would have thought we would have been out by now.
That is true. And sometimes when we drive to Ohio and we pass Toledo, it just feels like Detroit at that point.
No, it doesn't. You go by, you're like, oh, that was fast.
No, but as soon as you see those smokestacks, yep, we here.
Yeah, you're by the Jeep factory and all that.
Yeah.
But yeah, out of these 3 chip brands, Doritos has my thumbs up. I wouldn't get it again, but it was good.
Which one, in your opinion, was the best one?
I've only had the Dorito. I only had like the barbecue Doritos. I didn't have the other ones because the other ones just sound disgusting.
Ketchup. I told you, ketchup been around for the longest, and the only gamble is hot mustard.
I know ketchup's been around. Ketchup is like a well-known chip around like the world, but I'm not a huge ketchup chip fan.
No, Philly beats
chips are so
Boston.
boring, though.
The what?
Philly beats Boston, but 115 to like 90 something.
Okay, we knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah.
I don't even watch the Tuesday night games because they're gonna be blowouts. But hot mustard is the one I would not care about because I'm not a mustard fan.
That's the one I'm most questioning. Like, I like mustard, but it's
next show. I need a 5-page report on how hot mustard tasted, Basil.
It tastes pretty damn good if you know what to put it on.
And Marcel, I need a
what
report
kind
on the
of mustard
ketchup.
is it going to be, though, is what I'm wondering.
You need to chase the chip.
I said like maybe a mashup of salt and vinegar with a little bit of spice. That's probably the closest.
And come back with a report.
I ain't giving you no report.
You got to give the report to the Great Debaterz before Thursday, because we have the watch party on Thursday.
Shoot, I'll even do
this Thursday on that.
Yeah, this Thursday we got the NFL schedule release.
Oh yeah, that.
I'll even do a live thing before the draft. If I can find it, I'll be like, all right.
No, find all 3 chips.
You
find all 3
already know
bags.
what your record's going to be like, so it doesn't even matter at this point.
Like
the ketchup, I feel like it's going to just be the most boring. Barbecue sounds the only like good one.
Barbecue was delicious.
Barbecue is basic.
It's not basic. It's a bold flavor.
No. Barbecue is Yeah, let's say that's just it. It's a bold flavor, so it's not boring.
It's basic to the world of chips.
Doesn't mean it's not gonna
classic.
be good. It's
It's
classic.
classic.
It's good.
Yeah,
It's a sweet.
You can't go
it's
wrong
sweet
with barbecue
barbecue
chips.
That's why it's not basic. It's just classic.
Now, if they made like a salted, like a regular salted potato chip Dorito, that's basic.
No. They did that. That's just a taco.
No,
Actually,
not a tortilla chip. Just you know, just a
Wouldn't
regular.
it just be a
potato chip in the shape of
Tostito then?
Dorito. No,
It'd be a
shape of
bold.
Dorito. No, it'll be a potato chip in the shape of a Dorito.
It'd be like a Floridian Cuban trying to be white.
You know
That's
what they
how bad
should
it
do? They should make a Cuban flavored.
You
Wait,
don't
a
like
Cuban
mustard.
sandwich?
Yeah, like a Cuban sandwich. Yeah.
You don't
That's
like
gonna be hard
mustard.
though, because how are you gonna replicate the pork flavor though?
The pork, the
You could put pork color number
pickles,
6 in there.
the mustard. You don't even like mustard, so that's going to be a problem.
I mean, I'm not saying I'll eat the chip, but a lot of people like Cuban chip flavor in all the other chips, so why not do it with Doritos?
I'm just wondering how they're gonna do like a pork.
They did it
flavor
with chicken and
seasoning.
waffles, Basil. They could
Wait,
do
wait,
it with.
what?
They could
That
do
one
it.
was
They did it
way
with
too
chicken and
sweet.
waffles. They could do it with They could do it with a Cuban sandwich.
Chicken's easy to fake though with the
So is
flavoring.
pork.
No,
I
pork.
feel like pork is harder.
I have never
You
heard
think
of
the bacon
pork.
we're eating right now is real pork? No,
Other than pork rinds.
ain't that many pigs
Who's
out
ever
there?
heard of a pork flavored chip?
Pork rinds?
Other than
I feel like
pork
that's
rinds.
the
Who's ever
closest
heard of
thing
a
you could
pork
do.
flavored chip.
It'll be just like that.
Oh my
You just like
gosh,
that.
that's our answer.
What?
Forget trying to do a Cuban flavored Dorito. Just do a Cuban flavored pork rind.
We're 20 minutes in. We're
Whoa.
still talking about a Cuban flavored pork rind.
Marcel, you are on to something.
A little lemon lime. It'd be like a chicharron.
Oh yes.
It would. All right,
But
we're
again,
hungry.
we got
We're
to
hungry.
get
Let's
the
move
pork
on.
flavor down.
Let's move on. Let's move on. We're hungry. Speaking of getting food, you remember that Little Caesars on Greenfield, Marcel? Off Schoolcraft or by Grand River?
Yeah, I do.
Speaking of that intersection, we're gonna talk about Greenfield and Grand River. The city of Detroit
Oh no.
has filed a lawsuit against the owners of the Mammoth City building at the corner of Greenfield and Grand River.
Yeah.
See,
Been
I never
living in
even
that
heard of
area
this
all
thing.
my life. And
I've
I've
seen
seen a near shopping cart come out of there.
I've never seen this place open. I mean, I think by the time we were looking at that, it was already closed for like 10 years by the time we were driving past it. But it's been sitting vacant for like 30 to 35 years.
And that bridge, man, I'm still wondering when that thing gonna come down on somebody.
Me too. I'm like, this better not become another.
How
Was
does
it the
Another
same
mishap.
one that had the basketball sized hole in it?
negligence get this bad?
I don't know, man.
And
But-
who are the owners? And speaking of which, where are the owners anyway?
Actually, you can go on the City of Detroit parcel viewer, and you can click on like the actual parcel of land that the thing sits on, and you can see who the owner is.
Yeah, send me that link.
Yeah, I can
Ooh.
send it to you.
Yeah, send that. Send
I'm
that
about to
also.
look. Who owns this building?
Yeah, it's all public. It's all public records, so you can just go on there and see who's the owner.
Why
We have
ain't
the
this
same.
thing
We have
been
the same sort of
torn
thing with
down?
Toledo. That's why I like those type of websites.
Oh, that's any city. That's their city record. It has to be.
Yo,
It has to be public.
this thing stood longer than a Detroit public school. Damn.
God
Oof.
damn. It's crazy that they keep these open. I mean, keep these standing, but they tear down the other stuff. It's just crazy.
Right.
Man, now I'm getting flashbacks of Kettering. Thanks, Marcel.
Oh dang, I'm sorry.
They still have the K in front. I think. I don't know. If they
I
still have
know.
the K in front.
They do.
All right. So
Oh, they
when
do.
demolition
Even though they put on the school.
when demolition happening. So obviously the owners aren't making any money out of it. And Lord knows they're not going to try to actually improve that place. So you might as well just sell it for what you can.
The city should tear it down. They should buy it and tear it down.
Just on the flip side, what are you going to do with that land?
There's many possibilities you can do with the land once you tear the stuff down.
You can't exactly fit a mire on top of it. You can't exactly fit a mire on top of that thing.
I mean, it used to be a shopping place. It used to be a shopping place.
It's gonna be a Spirit Halloween.
No, it was a Spirit Halloween.
Says Spirit Halloween.
It was though. When they opened up the side where the Foreman Mills is. Before it was Foreman Mills, it was Spirit Halloween.
Oh my God.
Hey,
a Spirit Halloween made more money than that one did anyway. So,
what's the address on?
I have no idea. You have to go to the corner of Grand River and Greenfield.
It's the first thing you
Greenfield,
see.
Grand River.
It's the first thing you see.
It's where they intersect. It's where they intersect. Grand River and Greenfield.
Right past. You take either Greenfield. Hell, you can take Grand River down right now.
It'll be right there. Bam.
It's literally a 15-minute drive. It's
Mammoth Savings
10-minute drive from here. Maybe
it's
even
not even 10 minutes from your house. It's a good 5 from your house, Marcel.
Sure, not with traffic. Not with all these traffic cones popping up.
What are you talking? Just get on Puritan, go to Greenfield, and turn right. You're there.
Oh, man, we got a scuffle.
All right. Did y'all see what happened on the? Marcel said this to me yesterday. I can't really, put it on the thing because it's gonna be blurry. But niggas out here parasailing on the east side.
Like this, I showed you. It was right on Greenfield and 8 Mile. It's like what?
Was it Greenfield? I thought it was 75 at 8 Mile. It looked like 75.
It was like right near the car wash. It was like what the American closest landmark, American Loan and Jewelry. Oh, in that area.
Now, when you say that they were parasailing, like, are you talking like on skateboards or something? Or
no, this nigga was in the sky.
You in the wrong.
This guy was in the sky.
You in the wrong.
What was he being pulled by?
We don't know. Hold on, I'm gonna get the video.
You can't make this up.
If it's the same dude with the lawnmower and the
you can't make this stuff up, baby.
Lawnmower. Wait a second, that ain't new.
Hold on, look at this.
It's been wilding out.
I'm still trying to look for. I was like, green.
Wait, Basil, look, Basil.
All right, I want to see this.
It's like that scene from Jurassic Park 3 when they're just like parasailing.
I know, but at least we know that was pulled by a boat.
I don't know. I don't know where this guy came from.
Yeah, that's a good question. Where did he come from?
I'm wondering if it's possible because there's ones where, like, you've heard of those ultralight planes where it's almost like just simple like tubes and like one chair.
I can't believe it.
And it's like a hang glider type of.
Yeah.
You know which ones I'm talking about? There's an even smaller version where it's essentially like a big giant fan strapped to your back that you can control and with the parachute. I'm almost wondering if it was that.
You do realize this is a live podcast and niggas going to be trying that shit now, right?
I don't care.
It's not. It's nothing new, Marcel. That's just it. It's
not. You're going to try it out in the most ratchet way possible.
All right, guys. If you do try it out, I'm not saying you should try it out, but if you do try it out, make sure you gotta get those real big industrial ones, the ones that come with the wheels. You know, when you
fuck around with a power cord or something. Shoot.
Hell no.
No, you just hook up a gas generator to it. Boom.
Speaking of boom, so let's just say you're on a flight about to take the plane's loading up. You know, you're in business class. You know, you're not in coach, but you're in business class. You got a little bit more space. Then a guy sits next to you, starts unzipping his pants.
Now
that kind of flight.
No. This is on like the loading. They're loading the plane. So they're loading the plane. The guy starts taking his pants off. He starts, doing the do, with himself.
On the tarmac?
Yes. No, we're not even on the tarmac yet. They're still loading.
I bet he is.
Okay.
Damn, Marcel, you beat me to the joke.
All right, Marcel. As soon as I said it, I was like, man got caught on an airline letting a huge. They say it was a huge load off. So,
Oh,
that's what the flight attendant said.
You lied.
This is what the flight attendant said verbatim. He let a huge load off, and he did let a huge load off.
Bro, I can imagine the panic of the stewardesses and the steward just said, "Hey man, this nigga jacket off, nigga, you lying." You lying.
Get the wipes. All right.
Get the wipes.
What you
sir.
thinking when you're like right next to him, just like,
sir.
do you be silent?
There's no way
some of that.
you're on a full flight. There's no way you can like discreetly jack off.
But here's the problem. Hey, if you're
The bathroom.
if you're able to
What do you
jack
mean there's
off
no
on a
discreet
flight
way?
over
No, like I'm just saying, like if you're sitting in your seat, there's no way to discreetly on a full flight. You can't do it.
bro, that nut get on your shoes or shirt?
Man. People don't know.
Hell no.
Man.
Honestly, it sounds like he was real pent up with the fact that he didn't even have to worry about getting on his shoes. Now, the people 3 rows ahead of him, on the other hand, they got to get out of their hair.
No, just the
Sounds
person
like
in
he's
front of
just a
him.
shotgun shot and not like a sniper. Just
All right, we're talking about this a little bit too much. Let's move on to the next thing.
Hey, you brought it up.
Wait. First of all,
This nigga said,
shout
he's a sniper.
out to him actually jacking off at over 30,000 feet in the air.
He wasn't on. He wasn't in the air yet. They were still loading the plane.
I'm about to say that's impressive.
Oh, you know what it was? He was just nervous about the flight. That was just his.
I don't care.
Yo, watch
It
your
was his
movie.
nervous jack.
It's called indecent exposure.
Actually, I'm surprised because you could definitely tell he's flying in coach that he's got enough room to do anything.
No, he ain't got nothing.
You know what?
In a
I
tight
wish a
place.
motherfucker would jack off.
I'd be like, sir, what are you doing?
Flight.
Like,
You ain't got room. You ain't got room to do shit in coach. First
That's why I
or
don't like
business, okay, I can understand.
Business, you got some wiggle room. No pun intended. But it's just not. It's just
Shit went
not
off
good.
like a proton pack. Just
All right. We're gonna move on to the next thing. So speaking of letting off like a proton pack, Basil got mad at this last week. So a Kentucky McDonald's is now fined for having 2 unpaid 10-year-olds working until 2 a.m. Now the parent who worked as the closing manager would have them on the register at the drive-thru and manage the deep fryer to make her job easier.
hey yo, that's dangerous.
Not
Yeah, it
10-year-old
was late at
managed-
night when
you
the
have
deep
your
fryer is supposed to be turned off.
Then you have your 10-year-old manage the deep fryer. That's your whole flow.
A 10-year-old doesn't
And
even
didn't
know basic
even pay
math yet.
them. Didn't even pay them. No allowance, nothing.
Shit, they don't need to be paid. They're 10-year-olds. They're good.
Shit, if I'm going to let my kid do that, I'm damn sure going to make them paid employees. Shoot.
You can't. They're 10-year-olds. Not supposed to be getting paid regardless.
Actually, hold on. Yeah.
And McDonald's not
I
supposed to
just
get paid at
thought
all.
about it. I just thought about it.
They're minors.
It's
First of all,
technically
how the
not
hell did
child
you-
labor if you don't
how the hell
pay
did
them.
they
It's
get
just
a
child
McDonald's
slavery.
franchise to begin
Yeah.
with? How did they get a McDonald's franchise to begin with?
I mean, it's just McDonald's. Yeah, McDonald's anywhere.
Yeah, but it's in.
I would
The
understand
crowd gotta
it if
be
it was like
pissed.
Burger King in Detroit, because Lord knows they need help. But I make
No, I mean, which one are we talking about? Because ain't none left.
ain't none left. Ain't none left. Ain't none left. Ain't
I
none
went past the
left.
one on
Ain't
Woodward.
no
I went past the one on Woodward. I was like, it's gone. Oh, it's gone.
Burger
Sorry.
King needs help in multiple ways.
Burger King can't advertise right. They'd be like, yeah, welcoming our purple burger. I'm like, no one wants a purple burger.
Oh,
Just keep it simple.
damn.
What's that commercial though?
I don't know.
Just
And
the
the King is
retro-
ugly. Hell,
Oh,
even
yeah,
Smoothie,
no, it-
even Smoothie King gets better business than Burger King, and their mascot is even worse than Burger King.
Who's this?
Smoothie King.
Smoothie King?
Go look at Smoothie King's mascot. It's like the King Baby or something like that. Because they're from New Orleans.
Smoothie King.
They got with a
It's like a
full
baby.
bullshit.
I bet it's gonna be like a Cupid out. What?
You looked at it. Even they get better business than Burger King. A Smoothie King
That's
will
even
last.
creepier than a Cupid doll.
The Smoothie King will last better than a Burger King, and their mascot is much worse. What's up, Walter? Quitins?
Hello, sir. I might have had a few things I had to deal with.
I understand.
Personally, a couple of personal issues came up last minute. How is everybody?
We're
Someone
doing
got
great.
caught
We're
jacking off on a plane.
no. Walter, I started off saying like this guy was jacking off on a plane, and he let a load off. Marcel went through every possible like shooting thing. He said proton pack. He said went shot like a sniper. I was like, God damn,
Shotgun.
Shotgun.
Look, no. Look, I am tired of these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane, right? Like,
Don't worry, the chances are it was a little garter sake.
Just a little spit.
Basil was like, I know, I synced it. Okay, please tell me, was it a United flight?
I don't know. I don't know all the specifics, but I do know that they were loading the plane. The guy unzipped his pants and started going, and there might have been a flight attendant on that day. He just let a load off. That's all I got to say for that.
Oh my god.
It was a very big load, from what I heard.
He had to get rid of his carry-on.
All right, Basil.
Okay, dude.
All right. Speaking of letting a load off, we're going to talk about
no.
the biggest load giver of all time. We're going to talk about Nick Cannon.
Ooh.
Nick Cannon.
How many kids now?
Nick Cannon has like 12 that we know of, that the world
Almost
knows of.
as
that we know of.
You know who's catching up to him though?
Genghis Khan.
No. At age 79, you know who just revealed they had a baby today?
Oh yeah, what's his name? Smokey.
Yeah, Robert De Niro.
Oh, Robert De Niro. That's what he.
He was like,
what?
At 79, he was like, I had another kid, y'all. He's got 7 kids now. That is a.
He'll be 91.
How
by
about
the time
that?
He'll graduate high school.
Shoot, we had a U.S. president that had another child at like, what was it, like 90?
Hey man,
Damn, it still works.
I mean,
Yeah.
Sperm never. I mean, it never.
Yeah,
I mean, it does. Yeah.
Marcel's like, I'll be damned.
If
John
men could go
Tyler,
through
look at
menopause
Tyler.
like women do, oh my gosh, Nick Cannon be out of business.
Nick Cannon got enough kids to star in 2 seasons of Wildin' Out.
I was
He got a whole soccer squad with one sub.
Wild and Out can only pay him so much before he's going to end up dead ass broke.
He pretty much owns MTV too. It's him and ridiculousness.
Rob Deerdeck.
Deerdeck. Let's be honest.
Years.
But let's be honest here. I mean, Nick Cannon's still getting Mariah money. And all the supermodel money. So he'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, puppy. But I was like, oh, that's wild. But men kind of do go through menopause. We just have medicine to reverse that.
Right.
It's like, oh, that's what the heart medication known as Viagra is for.
And speaking of Viagra,
That explains De Niro.
Nick Cannon's fresh haircut.
Oh no.
He said there's something about a fresh haircut that makes you want to impregnate the entire world. I don't know what he's thinking.
What?
But when I get a fresh haircut, the last thing I want to do is have a kid.
Come on, man. You know your old lady be pouncing on you when she sniffs that new fade.
Right.
I mean, don't lie to yourself.
First thing I want to do is take a shower. What the hell?
Speaking of haircut, Basil, how did you feel when you got your haircut?
I felt a hell of a lot lighter, that's for sure.
That stripe.
That stripe going down your head, bro. You look like David Ruffin's sidekick in the Temptations.
No, I'm gonna be honest with you, Basil. I saw that, and for a split second, I was like, "Who the fuck let a skinhead in the goddamn meeting?"
Who did what?
This is my famous Oprah special with the skinheads.
The skinhead. So did you realize that you were being this kind of way?
Did you realize that the Nazis and
We've been
Stalin,
saying he can pull off a fade, but
he don't want to do
Actually,
the fade.
feel-wise, it is technically a fade because it's thinner here than it is up here.
I don't think you're helping your case, Basil.
You're not helping
your
yourself.
case.
No, what I'm saying is it is a
I
fade.
don't think the fade will work out because you got that bald spot in the middle of your head.
Ladies, go in the comments. Ladies, go in the comments right now and rate Basil's haircut.
Well,
from
Basil,
Rick
just go
from 1
bald.
to 10. From 1 to 10.
Go ball, hit reset.
You know what?
The more ones we get, the more ones we get. Basil needs to get a fade.
Technically, this is a fade.
No, it's not. You can't say technically. It's not a fade. If it's
How old-
It's shorter here than it is here.
How old do you have to be for hair plugs to not be a problem for you?
Basil, you can't have the same haircut you got at 7. You need to grow up.
No,
Like, at least-
at some point, you just need to accept it and be bald.
And
Well,
like
that's what
Marcel knows
do.
what he's talking about too. Let's take that into consideration.
Let's
That's
let's admit it.
It's true.
At the age where you're like, my hair is falling out, you just go bald. And
That's
sometimes
what I'm waiting. That's what I'm waiting for. But I'm not quite there yet.
You're there now.
Sometimes
No.
you look better bald than you had hair when you had hair.
Jesus Christ!
Get the
No, that's-
don't be
no,
don't
that's
be like
cool,
those
that's
guys
cool.
that have like the bald spot and the fade. Don't do that too. Don't do that, man. Don't do it.
Like a
Oh,
hurricane.
Are you talking about that horseshoe thing?
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh,
Well, no, that's the reason why.
Don't do the
that's
George
why-
Jefferson.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, if it does start getting that bad, like it's even like to a certain point, I will just go all.
Does the landing strip lead to the bald? Do the bald?
But
spot?
I still have enough right here.
landing strip.
I still have
It's
enough
the landing
right
strip.
there.
What you laughing at? Chris?
I still have enough. The moment, trust me, I have a set line of when it's not like when it falls out enough, I will just go all bald. Or
That hasn't
I'm
been a
just tempted,
problem for
I'm
you
tempted to wear
before.
my Kentucky Derby hat right now.
Please don't.
Don't put it on because we can still see it.
Let me find
Okay,
out
sure.
this man Basil got a skull cap before he goes to bed. Just a nice little silky, just nice little green
What?
do-rag. Nice little silky, just going to bed.
We're waiting for the day, Basil. When you had a do rag, you got to go to sleep with it because you got a nice clean cut fade.
Hey, you already got nigga problems. You might as well go full Monty.
Speaking of the guy who got. We're gonna go to my top 10 list. We're gonna go to my top 10 list this week.
I get that, but I mean, I'm glad Basil shaved his head, or I'm glad he at least shaved his beard up because he was.
Yeah, you were looking real homeless. You were looking real homeless out here.
You was looking rough, buddy. Maybe if you went
look
bald
good
and
house,
kept
my
the
friend.
beard, you might have something. Hell, you could probably face the
You
beard.
could have kept a beard and then. Basil, I'm telling you. I have a vision for you. bro.
Wait. Walter, me and Basil got a good idea for snack food. Tell him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Tell
Oh
him.
shit!
Okay. So we're talking about. Wait. First, bring up the Doritos thing that you were talking about.
Hold on. Let me
This
bring it up.
is where it came up with. Okay.
Walter probably already knows about it. Hold on.
He probably does, but
Coming.
just in
It's
case.
coming. Hold on. It's coming. If I can.
So
bring
Chris
it
was
up.
talking about a certain like Doritos pack that they have out right now that are new flavors.
Damn,
Come-
it took
come
so
on,
long
All
to-
right, what we got?
it's so long to load. God
Why
damn.
am I looking at this guy's crotch?
Because you're the
Oh,
one talking
hey!
about
Okay.
Proton
Hey
pack.
man! Oh man,
So-
Mammoth! Oh my god, that was over there.
The
by
three flavors
Grand
were
River, right?
a ketchup Dorito, a barbecue Dorito, and a hot mustard Dorito.
Okay.
We were talking about how when it comes to like things with mustard, who was it that mentioned like they could do like a Cuban Dorito, like a Cuban sandwich?
Oh,
Okay. Now I was saying where the problem with trying to fake a pork flavor as like a seasoning for a chip is really hard to do though. But that's when Marcel brought it, like mentioned the idea. It's like there's already pork rinds. I'm like, wait a minute, there's our solution right there. Just take a pork rind and just put like the mustard flavoring and all that other stuff on the pork rind. Cuban sandwich
I'm
pork
not gonna
rind.
lie. That sounds. Oh Jesus. That sounds amazing.
Sounds good, right?
Exactly.
Good. I would eat all of those, every single one in existence. I would eat them all. That sounds good. Damn. Yeah. Who was it? Lays is doing "Do Us a Flavor" again, right? That was what that was about. Where
What was
like,
it?
These are our new. The Lays is doing "Do Us a Flavor," where they're like, "These are our new chip flavors. Try them out and tell us what you
They
think."
did that, but I think only one flavor actually like people only
Wins
actually
each
like
time.
one flavor.
And it only lasts for like a year or two before it's like disappears again.
Yeah, they have fried green tomatoes, chicken and waffles, and it was something else.
Hey, that chicken and waffles one was pretty slick. I'm not gonna lie.
It's too sweet to me. I like the fried green tomatoes better.
See, I'm hit or miss on fried green tomatoes.
I found a I can't remember what brand this chip was, but it was a maple bacon, and it didn't. But the bacon didn't really taste good. That's why I was saying it'd be hard to replicate a good pork flavor on a chip just with seasoning.
You can imitate chicken flavor, you can imitate beef flavor, but pork is like one beef. Even though
It's just hard to do.
Pork is hard. Hey, give me a second. My dog decided to start growling at the dishwasher. So I'm gonna go deal with that real quick.
All right. So we're gonna, as he tends to his dog, we'll move on to my top 10 list.
Also, follow Tough Taco on Instagram.
Tough Taco?
Yeah, they got some good food.
Tough Taco.
It's like a nice little taco truck. That's some of the best shrimp tacos over there.
Tough Taco.
Wait, you said shrimp tacos? Hold up.
Yeah, shrimp tacos, beef tacos.
Fish
They don't
tacos?
skimp out. They don't skimp out on the meat either. So
You said Tough Taco? How do you spell it?
TUFFTACO. It's right on Warren.
Every day is Taco Tuesday.
And it's halal.
No, it's allowed. I like it. That means you gotta watch out. You
It's a goddamn taco.
No, you gotta watch out what you put in the tacos. Not everything in that taco is good for you. Now, move on to the top 10 list of the week. This week we're going to be talking, since we were talking about the Mammoth building and that going down, we're going to talk about other Detroit developments around. My top 10 Detroit developments going around. Some of these you might know, some of them you might not know. So we're going to do no honorable mentions this week. We will be doing, it's May, so we're talking about movie actors and movie actresses. We will be doing Zoe Saldana movies next week, followed by Samuel L. Jackson movies. And we might do top 10 Angela Bassett movies as well to wrap May up. But today we're doing Detroit developments. So number 10, we have the Joe Louis Greenway, which is the pedestrian park going around the city of Detroit, connecting Detroit, Hamtramck, Highland Park, Belle Isle, Dearborn, and I believe some downriver communities. So,
Highland Park's finally getting something interesting.
So that's going to be a nice addition to the city.
I don't know if I'm just so. I don't know if it's just because of how often I've been hearing about it in my HP courses, like of just various people doing studies on it. But
It's
I don't
so
know.
far.
I'm getting kind of sick of it.
They have a few sections of it finished. I mean, not finished, but like it's it's there, but they have to add the greenery and stuff to it. But it's nice.
It's definitely taking shape.
Yes. Number 9. We just talked about Mammoth earlier. We're going to talk about the Bel Air Center now, off 8 Mile, which they did demolish all of the storefronts except for Foreman Mills, and they didn't get rid of the movie theater that's over there.
I was about to say that movie theater's still up.
Yes, it is. Sadly, I've never been in that movie theater.
Of course, they're not going to destroy Foreman Mills. Come on now.
It's the only active tenant. So what should they put in there though?
Well, shit, they still got the Foreman Mills at Highland Park right now.
True, but that one on 8 miles farther. So
Foreman Mills.
Yeah. So what should we put in? What should we put in that vacant Bel Air site.
Wait, so that was at 8 Mile and what?
8 Mile and between I think it's Van Dyke and Mound. I think
It's west, right?
Oh, that's
West
way
8
out
Mile,
there.
it's East 8 Mile.
That's
East,
east
It's
of
on,
8
it's on
Mile.
the east side.
east side.
It's east of 75. So that's all I know.
Damn, I forgot about Foreman Mills.
And as I Uber more, I'm like, you're
Those
like, wow, the
hills.
east side is
Foreman
like
Mills.
huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you usually go to Capers to go to that direction?
No, Capers is farther.
Yeah,
Capers is east.
we gotta make a Capers run very soon.
Yes, we
Yo, I'm actually kind of craving some Delmonico. Actually,
We gotta do that.
Yeah, I gotta take a listen to it. It's gonna be delicious.
So Delmonico, like a ribeye?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
And they
No.
make it so
No.
juicy too.
See now, Chris over here has been New York strip man all his life.
No, I have not.
No, you mostly ordered you strip.
Because it's the cheapest steak on the menu.
Yeah, cheap don't mean good.
Oh, it's
No,
good.
ribeye.
It's good when you get it at some places.
Ribeye is just
No,
I would
they're
say-
not the expensive restaurants. They don't sell ribeye. They either sell strip, or if you got to get a tomahawk, which I'm not buying. I'm not paying for one tomahawk for me.
Oh, I
I was
would
gonna say
take down
you
a
go to
tomahawk.
a pricey place.
I would
You go to
spend
a
a
pricey
good
place. The cheapest thing
chunk
you're gonna find
for
is
a
a
good
prime
tomahawk.
rib.
So okay, so no, what it boils down to is your cut of steak doesn't matter as much as long as you know somebody, as long as the
You
chef
know
that's
who
cooking
can
it knows
cook
how
it.
to cook it.
Yes.
So and that's why you're right. Usually you'll be right there. Usually the ribeyes are better than the strip steaks. However, if you can find a spot that has really good strip steaks, it's because the chef knows what the fuck they're doing.
Yes. They know how to cook it.
Like I have been to some really nice restaurants and I've had some disappointing steaks. So it honestly
You
just
went to
depends.
Applebee's, didn't you?
Hell
Shoot,
no.
there's places that can take a sirloin and make it good.
The sirloin's a real tough piece of meat.
It is.
Yeah.
You gotta get that meat you gotta get it with the fat just running through it.
Some people I have no idea why they do this, but some people have the audacity to take a fatty steak and be like, yeah, this guy paid $50 for this steak and serve it to them.
And that better be with sides though.
No,
That's
give
no
me
French
a
fries
steak with steak on it,
mine.
not fat.
You ever
No,
just
no,
take like if you ever like order steak and fries, you just dip the fries in the steak grease, order like the peppercorn sauce.
No,
Steak
Chris. That is, no, wait, hold on, pause. Chris, that is a fat people thing. Because Chris said, "What the fuck?" and me, Marcel, and Basil were like, "Yeah, we've done that before."
Hey, say what you want about fat people. I'm personally not fat. I'm not fat. I'm big boned.
Did you
But
just say
We know,
the fries with the
okay?
steak
We know
grease?
how to eat. We know how to indulge ourselves.
Exactly. You get it medium rare.
Some
You
more
get the
than
steak
others.
fried.
That is Chris. That's a bigger people move. That is straight up a bigger people move.
If you want
I've done that
flavor,
before too.
have you ever had peppercorn sauce, Chris?
Yeah, I mean, I've had peppercorn sauce. Yes,
It is busting.
it's
I
okay.
feel like you just asked Chris, "Have you ever had water sparkling, Chris?" And you only order
I'm
it
like-
still.
I'm like, okay, I've had it. I'm just not dipping fries in steak grease.
I
Oh,
make
that's
steak
really good
juice.
stuff.
I make steak juice.
I don't even think fat people even do that.
You'd be surprised.
We do.
I'm like, there's a ketchup. There's ketchup right there at the same table.
Okay, who?
But you don't want the
I'm
ketchup touching your steaks, though.
Hold up, pause.
It's not gonna touch your steak.
I'm not putting ketchup on my steak. That's a
No, I'm not saying put ketchup on steak. I'm just saying dip your fries in the
I don't even
ketchup.
like dipping my fries in ketchup most of the time, man.
Thank you.
A good piece of food doesn't require a condiment unless the condiment
doesn't.
is served.
I
with
hate
the food.
condiments.
So like,
Unless you dip it in that truffle sauce.
well, no,
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of
but
condiments,
but it's also like it doesn't need condiments or sauce unless that condiment or sauce is specifically for.
But you
that
dip
item,
in a
right?
steak
So, like,
juice.
You never
Yeah.
heard of a juice?
That's just extra fat, my friend.
But it can't be dipped. It's on the same plate, so you can't dip it. It just runs into it.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
But you
Okay,
dipped
wait.
it.
Yeah.
But if I'm at a restaurant where I'm getting steak and fries, the fries aren't coming on the plate; they're coming in a basket. Let's be
Yeah.
honest.
If you're like going to one of those like fancy ones.
Yeah, if I'm going to a steakhouse and if I get fries and a frise
There's no
my
such
fries
thing
are
as a
coming in
fancy
basket.
restaurant. You're getting fries. You're just going
So
to like
here's
Longhorn.
here's
Hold
the,
up,
here's the
pause,
problem though.
pause.
If you go to a steakhouse as of a certain like price bracket, though, sometimes they'll drain the steak juice when they're done, so you may not even get that, or you'll get you get very little.
Right. I'd be full of disappointment.
My place of employment is like that. They will not steak juice a plate, which is honestly not bad.
Anyone tried out this burger truck thing?
All right. Anyway, number 8, we have the Ralph C. Jr. Wilson Centennial Park, which will be the new park on the riverfront west of the Renson, or past the Joe Louis site. So there'll be a whole new riverfront park that everybody can enjoy this summer, I believe, or next summer.
Just past the.
Okay.
So that should be nice.
Are you talking about like right there by, like where the fountain and all that is?
Like, you know where the post office is, the main post office? It's going to be across the street from there, off of or Rosa Jefferson, be Jefferson.
By 1 Woodward, right?
No, you just go where Rosa Parks is, like west of downtown, and then follow that road around, and all that green space in front of the river. That's where the park's going to be.
I just noticed that Basil's tag is keeper of KFC 11 herbs and spices.
Yes, and it's very disturbing.
That's some
Boy,
fat shit if I ever saw it.
Oh yeah.
All right, number 7, we have Lee Plaza, which is that tall brown building on Grand Boulevard that has been an eyesore for years.
Where is that? Right next to Rosa Park Transit?
No, it's right next to.
Oh, that building.
It's right next to Northwestern High School. You know, you have the high school.
Oh,
brown
Detroit Prep, right?
Yeah, it's in Detroit proper. Yeah.
Shout out to Northwestern. My dad went to Northwestern.
Yeah, shout out to Northwestern. It's no longer called Northwestern anymore, but
It's not, but
it looks like a prison.
Northwestern.
Yeah. If you look at it from the outside, it looks like a scary prison.
No, it looked more like a courtroom than anything else.
No, in the back, in the front, it looks like a plane, like a courtroom, like Marcel said. But in the back, it's like, goddamn.
You go in there.
I gotta see now. Hold on, it looks like a prison. I gotta see this.
Yeah, go to like Grand
prison
Boulevard.
Like, I'm going down Lawton right now.
Detroit Collegiate Preparatory High School at Northwestern.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Wow, that's a name.
That's a mouthful.
I go to Detroit Collegiate Prep at Northwestern.
Oh, that is 100%. Yeah, you locked up from 8 to 4 there.
God.
See, that just, I don't know. I'm so used to looking at Monroe High School. Like, that place looks like a legit prison. You have a giant iron fence around the entire school property. All the lockers are outside and everything like that. It's just like, it just looks like a giant juvenile hall.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. Number 6, we have the Brewster Douglas site, the site of the old Brewster projects. They're going to be adding more to the.
What does that sound familiar?
It's where the towers across from Ford Field on 375 used to be.
Oh, the Teen Titans.
No, it used to be like 4 towers over there, I think, or 3 or 4 towers.
But you said it's the who site?
Brewster projects.
Oh my goodness.
The Brewster projects over there, like
Well,
375, 75 and Mac. That's where it is. I don't know. I think they should put the new MLS site there. If they were to make an MLS site here in Detroit, that'd be a perfect spot.
What's your favorite mile road? Oh, I remember that.
I'm having trouble thinking of where that is.
Then we have number 5. We have the Wayne County Criminal Justice Center, which is finally finished.
Is that the one they built inside the city and everybody was like, hell no?
Yeah, that was the old jail fail site. Then they moved it up to I think it was like Warren in 75 now. It's a huge site. It's like the Wayne County Prison, the Juvenile Detention Center, mental facility, and the district attorney's office is there.
In the same building?
Yeah, that's basically where she, that's basically where Ken Worthy does all of her stuff.
You don't know.
That's fair.
Bro, if I'm the attorney general, I don't know what I don't want my.
She's the Wayne County prosecutor. That's where she needs to be.
I don't want my ops to know where I'm working from.
I mean, they know where they work. She's the Wayne County prosecutor.
That's a pretty easy one, man. The ops are always going to know where that is. Oh, great!
In the
my
courtroom,
Chrome's not responding. I love that.
If you're not in the courtroom, I don't know if you're doing your job right, Mr. Prosecutor. Then we have the
I'm having trouble finding that.
Number 4, we have the Joe Louis Arena site. Now that is going to be a 25-story all glass residential building.
That's not smart at all.
It is smart. It's prime real estate.
It's glass. Glass don't last forever.
No, see, my problem was we could have done that when it was still a Joe. Like, I mean, I know it had a structural problem, so we could have spent the money to fix that up. We could have put this entire waterfront enclosure.
People want new shit more than they want updated shit. That's the thing.
Yeah, Joe Louis was deteriorating.
Well, here's the thing though.
Shit though.
Even with the age of the Joe though, it's still gonna last. It would have lasted longer than a lot of new construction tends to last before it needs to be torn down.
But you're not gonna be using the Joe for anything because they moved to a new arena. So what are you gonna use it for? Nothing.
Well, no, that's the problem. They shouldn't have moved.
You just update it.
No, you can't do that. That's not how franchises work.
It don't matter. Both
you need to draw people in. What they have with the new arena.
That's fair. I mean, to be fair, I have seen a fair amount of people at Little Caesars
for a Red Wings game. The people will
Red Wings,
know that they suck, and they will still sell out a Red Wings game
because that's what the arena was originally made for. The Red Wings.
Yeah. Did y'all?
No. That's what I'm saying. So if they move to a new arena or change the old one, it's still gonna be great. But staying at the Joe is not aesthetically good for the city.
That is,
but it was so iconic though. Is the thing.
Okay.
It was part of the identity.
We're moving to a new chapter in Detroit sports.
And people are still trying to warm up to that arena over there.
I'm still am too.
What, to Little Caesars?
Yeah. It's been like what, 5 years?
Yeah, about 5 years. No, 6 years. It's open in 17.
Yeah. Wow, has it really been that long?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was being constructed when I was still going to school at Wayne, along with the Mike Ellis School of Business.
Can we nice?
It's been a while.
Can we all kind of agree that the COVID years, like the lockdown years, really just took a lot of time off of shit? Like I lost a few years. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah,
I sure did. I was like, wait, 2020 was 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Thanks, COVID.
It's to the point that we don't even recognize 2020 as a year anymore.
Yes, we do. We have all the Great Debaterz content. That's all that happened in 2020.
No, problem is 2020 was like 4 years.
Hell yeah. We had like a show every night, 2 shows every night.
Because we had nothing to do. We couldn't go outside. We couldn't go shopping. We couldn't do nothing.
We could go outside. We just chose not to.
Yeah. Wait, but did y'all ever see the old little, like, because before they opened Little Caesars, they had this concept go up for the roof of Little Caesars, because they were like, do we want to put the wings? Do we want to put like the Pistons logo? Do we want to put like Caesar? And somebody had, or the concept was Caesar spinning a basketball with like Red Wings ice skates on. And I was like, that was really cool. That would have been cool to have. But then we went just more.
That sounds too busy.
Yeah, but let's remember that Little Caesars is the brainchild of Mike Illich, who was the owner. I'm
gonna say he's a little dead.
Little Caesars is going to be part of the Red Wings like 99% of the time. So,
although they did also build that new headquarters right next to the Fox, right? Like
because he owns the Fox. He owns Olympia Entertainment.
He owns the
Fox.
His family owns a good.
Wait, they just own Olympia Entertainment?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
They also own which Olympia Entertainment also owns Motor City Casino. So it also gets money from there.
They own a good chunk of the city. The Fords, the Illiches, and
let's see,
Dan Gilbert.
Yeah,
that's fair. Because I mean, to be fair, was it Henry Ford started Cadillac? So like that makes a lot of sense. I need to see. I'm going through Illich Holdings website to see if I can figure out what all they own.
They also own Pine Knob.
True. Yep.
That kind of makes sense.
Did a research design on them, and you'd be surprised how much of the city they own.
Yeah.
Would you believe that I'm not surprised by that?
I mean, think about it. Little Caesars just became the pizza sponsor for NFL. You know, they're getting money off of that.
That means there should be no reason why Little Caesars pizza, one slice at a Pistons game, should cost $6.
Like I said,
but I still find it hilarious that Domino's is the world's largest pizza chain. Then
that pizza is disgusting.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
You gotta get the pan.
If it ain't in the black box,
Domino's,
the black box. If you don't,
but the pizza.
If you get the black box, if you get Domino's, I don't see a black box. I know that you're poor because you can't afford.
I know that you're poor.
Poor.
That means you're not spending on the right pizza. That's why you think Domino's is nasty. You got to get the black box.
I had the black box. It's not that good. I'm sorry.
You, sir,
just got a bad pizza then.
Had a bad pizza. It makes sense though. Domino's is the largest pizza planet or the largest pizza chain, which is wild to me considering that we went to school right near like OG Domino's.
You'd be surprised how many pizza companies have started in this.
I believe it's 5.
Right,
it's Domino's. It's Domino's,
original
Hallie's.
Hallie's is not good either. I gotta look this up.
Pizza started in Michigan.
Pizza.
It's Domino's, Little Caesars, Hungry Howie's, Jets, and Happy's.
And Happy's.
Marco's too. Buddy's. Marco's
is Toledo.
Papa John's.
Fuck Marco's.
No, Papa John's. We don't claim that. I don't think Papa John's is a thing. I think Papa John's.
I thought Papa John's from like Texas or something.
Although Cottage Inn is
Cottage Inn is
I
also
do love a Cottage Inn. Have you been to the actual like original Cottage Inn restaurant down in downtown Ann Arbor?
No.
Man,
Ann Arbor?
Yeah. It's like their main restaurant, their actual like HQ restaurant is a lot like Shields or Buddy's, where you can go in, sit down, have like a hey, excuse me.
Whoa.
I live right next to the Shields right here. Stop it. It's disgusting.
Hey, that is the Shields of my childhood. I will not have you disrespected.
All right. Number three, we got the new center intermodal facility, which is where everything's going to connect. Amtrak, M1 rail. The new center intermodal facility, like intermodal, like modes of transportation.
Interesting.
You mean like a train?
Yes, where the train station's going to connect, the M1 rail, biking, everything's going to be in one spot.
This is actually a very, very big project for us.
Mm-hmm. It's underway right now.
That is. Where's it going to be at?
In one place.
It's going to be at Milwaukee and Woodward, across from the White Castle.
Oh, come
Which is surprisingly still open. And Burger King is still closing.
The Burger King is still open here,
right there. That's
because White Castle isn't good, but it's cheap enough to where you don't care.
Man, White Castle's open 24 hours.
Diabetic. It's a cheap diuretic. That's what it is.
Yeah, Burger King was open 24 hours.
I don't have those problems. Also, a diuretic just means you piss more. I don't have those same problems, Marcelo.
It's still kind of.
I don't have it. I just have acid reflux. The burgers make.
Is the Q line going to be included in that project as well?
I believe so.
Amtrak,
They need to extend.
Wait, what's the project?
You mean to tell me that
intermodal facility?
You mean to tell me that I have to? I will no longer be able to go to Woodward and the Boulevard to go to Amtrak.
I mean, you could just walk though. That's not that far.
That's fair.
It's like 2 blocks.
Yeah, but in the meantime, while I'm waiting for my train, I will no longer be able to just sit there and enjoy James Martin, Chevrolet, and Buick.
I mean, but Martin, Chevrolet, Buick. What would the Boulevard?
You're welcome for that.
Bro, that was our Summer Place Kia song right there.
Summer Place Kia.
Or the old Happy's Pizza. Happy's Pizza.
Oh, hold on.
Man, there's nothing happy about pizza.
I just talked about something this morning, and I found out some dirt on this man. Y'all remember the commercial 855 car hits you?
Yeah.
Carl Thomas III was arrested for $2.6 million in tax fraud.
I'm not surprised.
He is good. No, he's not. He took all your money.
Oh, that was
him.
in November. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Wow. Wait, no, okay. So it's for facing 5 counts of willfully filing false tax returns. Oh, that's a big one.
He helps you win your case, but then he doesn't show how much money he makes off your case. Man.
You gotta be careful with stuff like that.
He is good. All right, we're going to move on to my top 2, which everybody pretty much knows these top 2 Detroit developments. Number 2, it's going to be finished mid-2024, the Gordie Howe International Bridge going across.
I'm excited.
Hey, wait. I am not excited for that. I'll tell you why. Because when I was...
We don't need 2 bridges.
No. Let me
one at a time, please.
Oh, yeah. Well, I actually have a valid reason for this. When I was working construction, there was a lot of buzz going around because there were a lot of things, like a lot of safety procedures that weren't being followed the best of ways. And so like my company refused to go back there because 1, they weren't paying us, but 2, they were like, this isn't exactly
legal.
Yeah. So I'm a little weary.
It's an international. It's a federal project, so it's like you ain't got to go.
You got a right to be a worker.
Okay, it's an international project.
And as somebody used to work on federal projects, you know how much money gets wasted on federal projects?
Oh, a lot.
Yeah. I'm about to say, man, I got paid to sit there and sit in my truck and waste gas all day.
Yeah. It's not your gas. We good.
Yeah.
Oh no, they pay me gas money if I'm wasting my time over there.
It's not your gas, Walter. No,
it's not my gas money,
if they let you use your gas, then we got a problem. You're not using your gas.
I wasn't paying for gas money. That's not the point. The point is I sat there on a job. If I was on a job site for 12 hours, I did maybe 2 hours worth of work.
Damn.
What?
Yeah,
that's true.
And I got paid for 12 hours plus drive time. So like the day when I was I drove an hour north of Grand Rapids, I clocked a 22-hour day. I only worked for maybe 2 hours of that day.
Oh, that's finessing.
Welcome to the world of construction.
Welcome to construction. Welcome to government roadway construction.
Mm-hmm.
Federal
projects, man, they take forever.
That no wonder y'all nothing gets done.
No, it's not that, Marcel. They wanted to make this bridge since like the 60s and 70s.
Yeah.
But finally, 50 years later,
who owns the Ambassador?
The Maroons.
The Maroons. That's what it is.
Yeah.
No. And for good reason. Fuck the Maroons.
Yeah, fuck the Maroons.
Fuck the Maroons. And I'll say that to their face.
They stopped the country from building a bridge for like almost 50 years.
Yeah.
And then finally Trump's like, okay, no, screw you. We're doing another bridge.
Mm-hmm.
I will say that was probably the one good thing he did. One of the very few good things that happened during that time.
No, he did that and got Kwame out. We're good.
Yeah, we're good on that. He was like, Kwame, my brother.
My nigga.
And Kwame was like,
he could have said that, and I would have been okay.
No.
I would have been all right with Trump saying that.
For getting Kwame out? Yeah, no, but it comes down to the ambassador, the Maroons owning the Ambassador, and I personally am not a huge fan of how a lot of the contractors handled constructing the bridge, although the bridge itself will be much better for the state than the Ambassador is. For the country. Because the Ambassador or the Maroons give the city a kickback for what they make off the Ambassador.
Kickback.
No. The whole thing about the Ambassador, that is it's not just the bridge. The bridge is just a small portion of the whole problem. The fact was, America, we are probably the most, I want to say stupidest, but
you can say that. You can say that.
We're the most strictest when it comes to land rights. We couldn't buy any of the land that the bridge is on right now for like 40 years because the Maroons owned it or the companies owned it. We had to buy all that land from them. We tore all of it down, and now we have a bridge now.
Yeah, we had to do so many.
It was 40 years
Fifth Amendment court cases of like.
So it's like city planning and federal planning is not just hey, I want to tear this down. It takes sometimes it takes someone to die.
Dang, y'all in this for the long run.
We're in for the long run.
But that's the thing is you have to be right And I
Yeah,
mean,
planning. You got to plan for a long one, like
Yeah,
50
this-
to
well,
100 years
this
out.
is
I'm gonna say three of the four. I'm gonna say 3 out of 4 of us, 3 out of 4 of the people in this room right now have either been in classes or actually sat through planning meetings or looked at how revenue works for that. And like, I don't know if you had a chance to do that, Marcel, but you should. A lot of that's public knowledge. Yeah, a lot of that's public knowledge. Go ahead and take a look, and you'll see. Like, man, no, like the Maroons were making bank off of the ambassador, and they would be like, okay, we made X amount. We'll give Detroit maybe 10% of that.
We made 100.
That ain't worth. That ain't shit. I'm sorry. That ain't 10% ain't shit.
It's not shit. But that's what they were doing because it was their land. They built the bridge. They controlled the bridge.
They didn't build a bridge. The bridge had been there 40 years before he even bought it.
No, he bought the bridge. He bought the bridge to get his stuff over back and forth.
Yeah. He bought the bridge, and then we were like, all right, well, I mean, it's an international border. We've got to do something about that.
And then built the duty-free shop so that if you didn't even want to pay for duties, guess what? You're still paying him.
Man, that
I don't shop.
Did I ever tell you about the time? Did I ever tell you about the time I almost ended up in Canada?
Not the forbidden exit.
Canada.
The forbidden exit.
Yeah, so I was to take a quick detour. I was entertaining somebody that night, right? To say the least. No,
he was letting the load off. He was sniping Marcel.
Please.
We had a proton pack, Marcel.
My God, no. I spent the night over on Chestnut and Orleans, like over in that part of Detroit, just on the outside of downtown. And so I was driving back to Ypsilanti the next day, and I was like, oh man, I wasn't really paying attention. I was still kind of tired because some nights are later than others, right? Yeah. So as I'm driving back, I'm like, did I miss the exit for 94?
Yes,
shit.
You definitely missed it.
I did. I most definitely did. So I get down to the base of the entrance of the bridge, and I catch two border patrol officers down this one really weird corridor. So I drive down there, and they get out. Border patrol gets out of their car, and they go,
the white truck.
Yeah, literally. They're like, you're not supposed to be back here. I'm like, I understand. I just need a little bit of help. They go, where are you trying to go? I'm like, I'm trying to go home. And he goes, where is home? Like,
I'm not here.
Yeah, I was like, Ypsilanti. He goes, oh yeah, you made a wrong turn. I was like, I know I made a wrong turn. I just
help me out.
It's very complicated over there. It's very complicated.
It is. And at the time, I hadn't navigated that part of the highway before, so I was still a little bit novice on that one. So I get up and it goes, yeah. So just go up to the duty free store. Tell them you gotta, you made a wrong turn. Yeah, you didn't oopsie. And so I get there. I get up to the duty free store. I walk in and I was like, hey, I made a wrong turn. I'm just trying to go home. They're like, where's home? I'm like, Ypsilanti, Michigan. And they're like, all right, cool. Yeah. Yep. We'll have somebody come escort you to the exit that lets you off of here and back onto the highway so you can make your way around. And I was like, cool. And they're like, but before you go, I'm like, shit. Like, I need you to
almost went.
No, he was like, they were like, I need you to sign this paper stating that 1, you're stupid, 2, you're stupid, and 3, you're stupid, right? So the paper that I signed, which I guess is a document living somewhere now, stated that I did not mean to try to go to Canada today, that I wasn't trying to buy stuff from the duty, because some people will just go to the duty-free store and buy shit tax-free, which is apparently illegal, which is what I found out that day. No, it is. It is illegal. It's actually illegal to do that.
I know it is.
Like, I found that out.
That makes no sense.
No, I know that. No, I didn't know that. No, actually, it makes a lot of sense.
It makes a lot of sense. We need to document it.
It's taxation without representation, my friend. Which is also. But yeah, so
why is it tax free?
Exactly. No. They're like, okay, we need you to sign this paperwork that says that you weren't trying to go to Canada, that you made a wrong turn, that you didn't buy anything from the duty free store, and that you're just trying to get home. And I was like, okay, I can sign that. So I signed it, and they're like, okay, just go back into your car. What do you have? I'm like, I have a light blue car, and they were like, all right, cool. So go wait in your car. I'm gonna have somebody drive you through. I waited for like 5 minutes till this Ellen DeGeneres type looking person walked up in like this big like F-350 Super Duty and was like, hey, I heard you're trying to not go to Canada today. And I was like, I am not trying to go to Canada. You are correct. I just want to go home to Ypsilanti. I had a really late night and I'm very tired. She goes, okay, cool. So she goes, follow me. And she lets me out. The only thing separating the duty-free store from the regular ass highway to get back onto the ramp to get back onto the regular highway was like 4 cones.
Yeah.
I was like, wait.
Mm-hmm.
I could have just
Marcel, I'll take you over there one day. You'd be like, damn, this is fucked up.
I was like, wait, you mean to tell me all I had to do was just move 4 cones and I could have got back on burner?
Oh,
because they have it blocked off, so you can't go. I'll be like, damn, where's I supposed to go?
Yeah, no, but I didn't know that, right? So I was like, because it's a duty free store, right? It's just gas pumps and all that shit, and I was like, okay, this will be fine. And then next thing I know, I'm like, okay, I go through the cones, and I thought maybe the cones led to the ramp that led to like something else, and it was just like, nope, it's just a random ass exit. And I was like, wait, no, that's not fair.
It is a random exit. It just goes out to the freeway.
It does, but me being like younger than I am now, I was like, oh, that's stupid. That's what the fuck.
I mean, you're already here in the country. You just go on the ramp. Yeah. All right. So number 1, we have, of course, the Hudson site, which was supposed to be the tallest building in Detroit, which they did revise it to be like super tall, but it's not going to be taller than the Renton. So.
If I remember correctly, when they unveiled the plans a few years ago, back in like 2016, 2017, when they first broke ground on that, the idea was to literally bring back Hudson's, period. They were like, we're going to bring back the building in the same spot with the same layout and structure, except now instead of it being Hudson's, it's just going to be a mall.
Yeah, that was going to be called Marshall Fields.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
Hey, we don't talk about Marshall Fields.
We don't talk about Marshall Fields anymore.
I have a Marshall Fields box in my closet upstairs. None of us shopped at Marshall Fields to a point where we would have like a hat box from Marshall Fields. I have no idea where this box came from.
I believe
your mom probably got it.
My grandmother still has a Marshall Fields bag in the basement.
No, and I get that. And I would have been fine if it was like, yeah, but all of us were like, we don't know whose bag this is. Hell, there are 3 people that live in my house, and not a single person know where the fuck this Marshall Fields box came from. It was not here when we moved in, and I don't remember us moving in.
Maybe it's
cursed. There's nothing in the box.
There's nothing in that box.
Maybe it's cursed. I don't know.
It's probably a Macy's box now.
But it just shed the skin of green and turned it into a Macy's.
How'd you turn it into a Macy's bag?
Oh, man.
But yeah, those are the top 10 Detroit developments. And that's been another episode of the KrisCross Corner podcast. Thank you, everybody, for being on the show. Thank you, Marcel, Bezalo, and Walter Witt for being on the show.
Always good to be back.
All right. See y'all next time. Stay safe. Marcel, get out the camera. Social distance.
My teeth.
And we don't want to see that. Be nice to each other.